Hey Star Wars fans, Jesse back again with another video. Today I am showing you my AT-AT from 1997 Power of the Force 2 lineup. Now this is one of the greatest, in my opinion, one of the greatest vehicles ever that was put out. Obviously, you know, they have the X-Wing, TIE Fighter, and the A-Wing and some other awesome ships, but to me the AT-AT is just one of the best expensive vehicles that was put out. I think this was $89 or close to $100 back 22 years ago. Damn, 22 years ago. Can you believe that? 22 years ago. So they did kind of make it look like a little bit weathered down. You can see on the lines here. The legs, not so much. But there is some acrylic wash that you can put on that can look at like if it's been through hell and back. So right here you have the little harpoon where Luke latches on. Right there. Let's move this to the side. Now, when I bought this used, and I think it was 25 or 30 bucks, maybe over 10 years ago, I think. So there are some problems here. It's missing the gun launcher here on the side. Now the problem when this was released, it would have been cool, like right here, if they had the stickers as windows to put right here, but they didn't. The top latch opens. So that's the inside. The figure came with an AT-AT driver and a AT-AT commander. So when you put in the batteries, it is battery operated, but it doesn't move. These go back and forth. You do it yourself. So let me see if I can do it. Yeah, so it makes that cool noise. There we go. Kind of hard doing it with one hand, but I don't know why it's not going off. I think there might be a wire short in this, but you move it back and forth, it will light up, but I think there is an issue with the wiring. So now I flipped it to the other side. No, I don't know why it's not doing it. Anyway, so the other gun turret that belongs here is broken off. There is a side of the body. Unfortunately, I do not have this piece. But if you look inside, that handle actually moves the head. So what I will do is demonstrate.
Hey, how you doing? Mr. AT-AT. So, what the hell's your problem? Alright, keep watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Imperial Academy. Your host, Jesse. See you later.
Alright, so it comes with 3 buttons. I have the latch here, but I didn't put it back on because I'm going to take the batteries back out. The batteries right there. It has the Imperial emblem. The second button. Hello. There we go. So then now you do this.
All troops will debark for ground assault. Distance to power generators, 17.28. Target maximum firepower. Yes, Lord Vader. I've reached the main power generators. The shield will be down in moments. You may start your landing. All troops will debark for ground assault. Distance to power generators, 17.28.
I think there is some wiring problem here, because when you would move it, it would make the shooting sound. So once again, this vehicle was released in 1997. The price ranged from, I want to say, between $79 to $100, depending where you got it from. I didn't get it back in the day, but if you get it with a box and in good condition, this thing will be close to $200 if it's in good condition. I have the Millennium Falcon, and that is the Power of the Force 2. That is an awesome vehicle. It's big. You can put some figures in there to hold them. And I checked that out, let me see, not too long ago online. With box is between $90 to $100+. But once again, it depends the quality of the box, how good condition the vehicle is, if the box been opened, damaged. So if you are one of those Star Wars collectors that wants to collect the older stuff, I recommend Power of the Force, because the figures are not that, there we go, you see the light? The figures aren't that expensive. The prices for vehicles range from, maybe $5 to $6. They're not that expensive, unless you are the die-hard collecting Star Wars fan that has to have vintage and everything modern. Then that's a pretty penny. But if you barely got into collecting Star Wars figures, I would say collect Power of the Force 2 figures, because they're really cheap to find, and they're not that expensive. The vehicles are something else, because when these were released, when the figures were released in 1995, those are the buff characters. Then everything hit the fan, and it was like, oh my god, everyone has to buy everything of Star Wars. But that's why, I think they're so cheap to, like, you can find them, but they're cheap as in price wise, because everyone and their moms has them. And there's nothing really rare in those figures, except for like the first pressing, because the lightsabers were longer, and those are kind of hard to find. Those are rare. Other than that, from 95 to 99, maybe 2000, they came out with some really great figures. And then obviously you had episode 1, episode 2, and then episode 3 figures. Those I bought them, but I wasn't really collecting them, because I don't know, I just didn't like them that much. But I still bought them. I have a very small collection of them. So I stick with Power of the Force, just because that was the first timeline of figures that I shared with my brother, that I bought and he bought, and we looked at each other's figures and just went out and bought toys together. So that's why I love this lineup, Power of the Force 2. You can't go wrong. But guys, that's my AT-AT. One more. Let's stand them upright. So, oh, giant toe. So AT-AT is armored transport, all-terrain armored transport. Ooh, look, it's going on by itself. Ooh. So here we go. And they did release the AT-AT ones. I think it's ATST. No, wait, AT something for Rogue One. That box is pretty big, so that's a pretty big vehicle. But guys, once again, remember to like, comment, subscribe. I thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you again. May the force be with you all.